ABC Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. He'll look to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
A short throw to Ingram. He's into space past the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Evan Ingram with career touchdown number 60. And the
threw his league-leading 40th touchdown pass of the year on their last drive, and they start again here with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw here. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Ingram. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ingram. A 7-yard pickup brings up.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's a gain of 8.
2nd and 2. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
That's good for a Broncos.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing.
1st and 10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. A short throw to Ingram. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. A short throw to Ingram. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 3rd down and 1. They'll set up the throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Okay, ready? A gain of 3 yards. That's another Broncos.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
To number 1, Evan Ingram.
They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this 1st half, as he'll try again with a 1st down.
Ready? Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half,
good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Complete to number 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he's loose again. He may go.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's their quarterback. 68 yards.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receiver...
The 3 touchdown passes through the air. Last drive showed off a little bit of that versatility. Ran one in. So 4 total touchdowns for him here as they start out 1st and 10 on this drive.
On the ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
He'll drop to throw. A short throw to Ingram. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. We get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
And that last throw, not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. Here's a 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
First down. Complete to Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Cardinals.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. A short throw to Ingram. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That's another Broncos first down.
They'll set up to throw. A short throw to Ingram. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
Evan Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
He'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Gain of 2 on the play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Go.
Back to throw here. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Ready? Check go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Cardinals.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.